Hello, my friend. Jocelynville Saint here, your favorite mommypreneur out of beautiful, beautiful, beautiful San Diego, California. And I want to welcome you to the Ultimate Mommypreneur's Guide to creating a full-time, lucrative income from home, where you'll be able to free up your time to travel the world, spend time actually raising your kids, and doing something that you're absolutely passionate about. I mean, who doesn't love traveling, especially traveling to San Diego? I mean, look at this beautiful weather that we're having. But anyhow, I kind of wanted you to just get a view of the ocean. But anyhow, welcome, welcome, welcome. So in today's video, I really want to share with you about five simple and basic easy steps that you'll be able to implement right away, regardless of whether or not you have a business or if you're looking to start a business. These things that I'm going to share with you, you can actually take immediate action, just apply them. They work, and then just watch the growth that starts to happen, and watch the growth that starts to happen in your business, or even implement those steps to even start some type of business. So really, why am I passionate about sharing this information with you? I could be enjoying the rest of this this beautiful afternoon, but no, I want to share with you why am I absolutely passionate about sharing this with you. So a little bit about me before I go into these steps is I'm from Haiti, and for those of you who may not know, Haiti is one of the poorest countries. I can't shamefully say it because that's where I'm from, but Haiti is and it still is one of the poorest countries in the Caribbean islands. And my dad, bless his heart, my dad decided, I want better for my kids. And he moved us to the United States in 1994. And let me tell you, it was an absolute shocker coming from Haiti to moving to the United States. A, I didn't know the language. I didn't know how I was going to adapt. B, we didn't know anything. We didn't know anything. It was an absolute shock. Let me tell you, we ended up moving to a 2-bedroom apartment, and mind you, there is about 7 of us in the family. So yes, that means me and my brothers, my sisters, we were all ganged up in one room, and that went on for a numerous amount of years before we were actually able to get a place on our own. As I mentioned, I didn't know the language, so I didn't have any friends. I had to watch Barney. So Barney, for those of you who knows of the KPBS channel, became my best friend, and that's how I was able to learn English. And my parents, bless their heart, they tried their best to help us to adapt to a culture that we had nothing, we knew nothing about. And I remember, we were on government assistance for a really, really long time. I remember going with my mother to the food pantry, standing in line to get a few boxes of pizza, a few boxes of bread, and a few boxes of apples and things that, because that's not the type of food that we were used to eating in Haiti. But because we had nothing, we had absolutely nothing, and so we had to start over from nothing. And so yes, I remember all of those things. Now, granted, moving fast forward to now, luckily I was able to somewhat adapt. I was able to learn the language. I was able to start learning the culture. I was able to apply for school. I was able to graduate from school, and then I went on to pursue, a degree. And in doing so, I found myself trapped in what my father was trying to get us away from, which is working hard and never really enjoying our life. Now, granted, I am grateful for the opportunity that it provided, but then I got sucked in to the 9-to-5 life, where all I was doing was working to pay off student bills, working paycheck to paycheck to pay off people that I owed. And I began to wonder, is this really the dream that my father wanted us to have? Is this really the dream that he envisioned of us? And I came to the realization was, no, that's not what he had in mind for us. He wouldn't have moved us out here if he didn't see, if he didn't see something greater in ourselves and something better for us. And so I I started getting into different type of business endeavors and doing the whole entrepreneurship, and I wasn't having any success at it at all whatsoever. And really, it wasn't until I had my son. Until I had my son, I realized how valuable my time is, and that I could no longer give a company or give someone else 10 to 12 hours of my days that belongs to my son, the one that I am responsible for. I am neglecting for 12 hours of the day, leaving at a daycare for someone else to care for them while I care for someone else's business or while I care for someone else's endeavor. And it wasn't until then I realized I can no longer live that life. I can no longer do that because there's a lot more that my son is requiring of me. I became tired of watching my son on a computer screen at my job for 8 hours of the day, or whenever I needed to smile, I would go look at that screen, and just everything would be okay for that moment that I looked at the screen, worrying, okay, what is he doing at home? What is he doing, at the daycare? All of that began to trouble me, and then I began to wonder, well, if I feel that way, I wonder how many mothers, how many women who are in this exact same position as I am, or who have felt that way of feeling like you have to neglect your son, or your child, feeling that you have to choose between your job or raising a child. And I got tired of that, and I said enough is enough. I was no longer going to help build someone else up. It was time for me to build myself up and create a legacy for my son and all of my kids that are that are coming in the future. I have to instill, my son had to see the values in me, that I'm worth enough to build my own empire and not help someone else build their own empire, meaning the corporate America empire is what I'm referring to. So yes, so it got redundant, going home after work and only having 2 hours to spend with my child, or looking forward to just Saturday and Sunday or Friday night, so that I can have two days out of the 7 days, so that I can only have 2 days with my son. And I just had about enough of that. And so I got a coach and I had to do everything in my power to get someone, because I saw that there were people out there who were living the life that they've imagined. They designed a life. They designed their best life, and I knew that I needed a best life. And so I got a mentor. I got a coach who taught me what I needed to know to get out of that rat. And I am here to help anyone. I'm here to help you with getting and creating the life that you're designed. So I know I talked a lot about myself, so there it is, enough about me. So now you know me, now you know why I am passionate about sharing this information with you. So let's dive into the 5 things that I mentioned earlier in this video. And so the first thing really is having a vision for yourself. Your vision is what's going to drive you to get to the goals and to achieve all of the things that you need to achieve in your life. Pretty much your vision is kind of like your navigation to be able to lead you or to guide you rather into getting the things that you want. So your vision has to be so clear that as you are getting ready to take the steps towards your vision, you already feel as though you're living in that current moment, that your vision is actually in your present. So it's like, what are you vision of? Like, how many times of the year do you want to travel? How often do you want to travel? Where do you want to live? What kind of a car do you want to have? What kind of a car do you want to drive? The places you want to do, the charities you want to donate to. I mean, that vision of your life has to be picture clear, okay? So that's the number one thing. And the second thing that you have, you need is a passion. Like, what are you absolutely passionate about? What is something that, regardless of what time your alarm clock goes off, that you will get up, you are not going to snooze 50, 60,000 times, kind of like how you do with your 9 to 5. You're not going to snooze that alarm clock, and you're going to get up and get that thing done, that you're going to take action. And that passion of yours, what is that passion of yours that is going to be able to help someone solve a problem that they have, okay? So you have to have a vision, you have to have a passion. And the next thing is that once you have that passion, once you know that passion, you package that passion up to be able to service someone. So who are those people that you are going to service? So pretty much how are you going to market your services? So are you using social media, which is huge right now? I mean, everyone is running their business off of social media. So in terms of marketing, how are you going to market? Will you be doing videos, kind of like where we're at now? Will you be doing blogs? Will you start up a website? Will you have some type of Facebook group? So there's so many different means and so many different ways that you can market your passion. And notice I said market your passion, because your passion is going to drive you and help inspire and help build someone else up. So you have your vision, you have your passion, and then you have your marketing medium, meaning the social media or whichever medium you want to use. It doesn't necessarily have to be social media, but it's just an option that you have to be able to market your business. So then once you have that, it's like then you go into targeting, finding your audience, finding your potential customers, or finding your potential clients, okay? So again, how are you going to find those people? Are you going to find them hanging out on social media? Are you going to start doing meetup groups? Are you going to host masterminds? What are you going to do to be able to find those individuals that will potentially buy into your passion and buy into your product, okay? And so the fifth thing then becomes automation. You have to have automation in your business if you want to be able to travel the world and have fun and have the time, because you can't run a business sitting at your desk 9 to 5. Or just kind of like what you're trying to get away from is your 9 to 5. And so you have to be able to automate your business. And by automation, I mean you don't physically have to be in a building to be able to run your business, but your business can run regardless. Your business can run without you not being there. It could be, online. There's so many ways to automate your business that is insane. So I know I said that I will go over 5 things, but I actually want to throw in another bonus. And this bonus is key right here, and that is getting a mentor. Let me tell you, my business was at a standstill until I decided to get a mentor. And it became to the point where I had to sell things to be able to get my mentor, because my son was worth it. My life was worth it. And I wanted to do anything in my power to be able to get a mentor, to be able to get a coach, to hold me by the hand and teach me step by step how to get the results that I wanted, so that I could stop going around in circles, how I've been doing before I got a coach. And so getting a coach is key in being able to succeed, because you can only, here's the truth, you can only carry yourself so far. You can only get so far on your own until it's time to actually let go and let someone else guide you, and let someone else direct you into your destiny. Let someone else direct you into your best life, is what I call it, which is the life that you've always envisioned in your mind. So that's why when I speak about coaching, I'm very passionate, because they play a big role in my freedom. Believe it or not, they play a big role in my freedom. And so yes, so getting a coach is crucial. Now I know, trust me, I know that getting a coach can be expensive, because they have so much to pour into you. And so that's why I want to be able to gift you with a free session, a free strategy session, where you and I will kind of plan a session, kind of help you get from where you are and come up with a plan to kind of get you from A to B, and then really figure out what it is that you're actually passionate about, and how we can help you monetize on your passion. So that's what I want to do for you today. And you can actually click a link below this video, and there's a form that you fill out, just your name, phone number, a good email address, so that I can communicate with you, so that I'm able to really, really help you go from where you are to where you want to go, to where you want to be. So I hope you find value in this video, and And again, take advantage of that free session, because that's what ended up happening to me, is that I took advantage of a free session, and that free session gave me my life. That free session gave my son me. And I know that you're open and willing to do the same thing too. So take advantage of that free session. So I know I've been blabbing on. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the rest of this beautiful sun here, and just actually go watch the sunset. But it was a pleasure speaking with you, and take advantage. And until I talk to you again, you have a fabulous evening. And I look forward to helping you reach your destiny. I look forward to helping you creating your best life. Okay? All right.